I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my check-in video for the teacher goals that I had set before the start of the 22-23 school year. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, first of all, I will go ahead and link you to the goals video. I did it in the form of like a chatty get ready with me video where I did my makeup while I talked to you about the goals, and I went really in depth behind my thought process about why I chose each goal. So do check that out if you're curious, because this is just going to be a pretty quick check-in to see how I'm doing with those goals. So I wrote the goals down on a little post-it note, and we're just kind of going to go through them. I'll chat about whether I have done it or not, and then kind of what I will do in the next quarter of the year to kind of try to achieve the ones that I have not been doing very well with. So the first goal that I'd come up with was to use the no-nonsense training that we attended with Fidelity for 3 weeks. So the no-nonsense nurturing / CT3 training was a training that we attended as a district before school started. And basically it comes down to short, concise directions where you take out terms like I like how, or take out terms like please. So you give very concise directions such as stand up, walk to your seat at a level 0. And then the students can repeat it back to you and then will do as you're asking. And as they are doing that, you're talking about what you're seeing. So I see Joe walking to his seat. I see Tina walking to her seat, etc., etc. So that's kind of the gist of it. That's the bulk of the training that we had gotten. And I said that I was going to really use that for like 3 weeks with Fidelity. And I did not completely do that. Now I will say I have used pieces of this year, but I have not really delved into what it means to do the CT3 / no-nonsense nurturing steps completely. Now, I will say there are some teachers in my building that have been working with our instructional coach, and she has been like coaching them through it. And she did say that she's coming to kindergarten next. So I feel like that is on the horizon for me. So then I will be able to actually check this off completely. But I do use pieces of it. I do use the quick, concise directions, but I still sometimes find myself reverting to the, I like how so-and-so is doing blank. And I want to try to stop doing that, because all I really need to do is point out what I'm seeing and not necessarily give praise for things that the students should be doing. So that's kind of the gist of that one. But no, I have not managed to do this one yet. So hopefully I will do a bit better in the second quarter of the school year. All right, goal number 2 was to remove myself from negative conversations. And I will say I do feel like I have done this pretty well. Now, sometimes you need to vent. Sometimes you need to complain. Sometimes you need to commiserate with staff members about the state of things. And I will say that the state of our building right now is not great. There are some pretty extreme behaviors going on in our school, and our administrators kind of are just not sure what to do because they are being told by their supervisors that they need to do XYZ, but XYZ is not working. And so there's like some pushback. So it has made for a kind of negative atmosphere. But I do feel like for the most part, I have been able to kind of pull myself back and out of those conversations when things get particularly negative. And I feel like I have been in a pretty good headspace this year. Now, it helps that I have a really great group of students and that things are kind of flowing pretty well in my classroom, so I can't complain too much. But I will say I have managed to do this, which has made me a much happier person. So yay for that. All right, number 3 was to be more consistent with sharing photos on class stories on Class Dojo. And y'all, I have not managed to do this. I am the worst. I take pictures, but then I just never share them because I just forget. So no, I have not managed to do this. I am going to set a goal to consistently share photos from Monday when we go back to school until winter break. Hopefully I can remember to do that and actually show parents what their students are getting up to, because I take the pictures. I just need to be better about sharing them. I don't know what it is. I'm terrible about it. But I will say I am very good about putting reminders and things on class stories, so that is better this year. But the pictures, not so much. That's a fail. All right. Goal number 4 is probably the funniest one on here, and that is to remember to submit my attendance on time. And y'all, I have not gotten one single phone call from the office reminding me to put my attendance in. Yay for that. So last year I was terrible about this. I was getting phone calls all the time about my attendance. This year I have been very good about putting the attendance in before I play our good morning song. So basically at 9:30 I put something up on the board that says clean up, and that gives me like a minute to put attendance in. So I've been much better about that. Now I will say sometimes I do still forget, and it's like creeping on 10 o'clock before I remember to put the attendance in, but I have not gotten a phone call, so I consider that progress. But yes, I have managed to do that, knock on wood. Hopefully that will continue. All right, and the final goal, goal number 5, was to send home more positive notes, and I have not managed to do this either, y'all. Having 25 students is rough, and just remembering to do the day-to-day stuff takes a lot of brain power, and I just forget. And as I said, I have a good class. Now, I made a point during conferences to like let parents know if their students were consistently doing the right thing. So I was able to like verbally give them praise to the parents at conferences, but I do want to get better about sending home the positive notes. So I don't know what I need to do. Maybe in my planner, I will just put like a little note at the end of each week, like send home 2 notes, and maybe that will help me. I don't know, but I have not been good about this. That's a fail. So I need to be better about that, because I know parents like to see those positive notes home, and the students really like to have the little postcards in their mailbox. So shame on me. I have not managed to do that. Hopefully I can do better in the second quarter. And that's it, y'all. That is my quick goal check-in video. Hopefully you enjoyed kind of going back over the goals that I had set and hearing whether I managed to do them or not. Again, if you want the background behind all of the goals that I'd set this year, please do check out that video that I'd linked up above, because that is very chatty, very in-depth about each of the goals. But otherwise, that's all I've got. I will come back at the end of second quarter to do another update. So hopefully I can change some of these no's into yeses. We'll see. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Again, that will be coming probably sometime in January, but that's all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.